You ever sit down to finally work on your online business and end up staring at a blank screen? You have an idea, maybe a course, maybe a small offer, maybe something you want to test. But the minute you try to turn it into a real page or funnel, everything slows down. You bounce between tools, you lose your place. And by the end of the night, you feel like you spent 3 hours clicking buttons but moved nothing forward. Most people do not talk about this, but this is the silent reason so many business ideas die. Not the idea itself, not the market, just the tech, the friction, the feeling of being buried under 10 different tools when all you wanted was a simple page that works. And that is where FlexiFunnels comes in, not as some magic switch and not as a promise of easy money, but as a tool that tries to reduce that friction. What stood out to me is how people use it in two different ways. Some folks are brand new and just want a fast way to get a landing page online so they can start collecting leads or selling something small. Others already run a business but want everything in one place so they can stop paying for 10 different platforms. FlexiFunnels tries to solve both problems. It lets you type a prompt and get a full website or sales page back in a few minutes. And I do not mean one of those old, stiff templates most tools spit out. The designs are clean, the copy is usually decent, and you can still change every part of it without breaking anything. That alone makes it easier for someone who wants to start a small income stream. When the tech is simple, people actually follow through. But FlexiFunnels also has some things that help on the business side. You can sell courses, you can add bump offers, you can set up a real checkout without connecting a dozen plugins, you can see your conversions without pasting tracking codes everywhere. Now, none of that guarantees money. No tool does. But having a system that removes half the usual roadblocks, that matters. It means people are not stuck trying to fix some broken integration at 2 in the morning. They can actually test ideas faster. They can get feedback faster. And when you move faster, you learn faster. That is how real progress happens. That said, FlexiFunnels is not perfect. Some people find the workflow confusing at first. Some feel the interface looks stitched together. Others do not love that certain AI features use credits or that checkout charges a small fee. Those concerns are real. And if you have tried a lot of funnel builders before, you already know the learning curve is always part of the deal. So the way I look at FlexiFunnels is simple. If you want a clean start and you want everything under one roof, it does that well. If you want to reduce the clutter in your tech stack, it helps. If you want to get an offer live faster so you can finally test whether people want it, FlexiFunnels makes that easier. But if you want something that hands you money or runs your business for you, nothing does that. Here's the takeaway. FlexiFunnels is helpful because it cuts down the noise. When things are simpler, you make fewer mistakes. When the setup is lighter, you actually finish things. And when you finish things, you finally put offers in front of people who might pay for them. That is where the opportunity comes from. Not the software, the simplicity. And speaking of simplicity, if you want something even lighter, something you can use right now without learning a full platform, I have something that can help. Let me shift gears for a second. If you want to create faster, stay organized, and cut the stress that comes from building content and offers, I put together a free bundle called AI Affinity. It gives you daily prompts, simple builders, quick idea tools, and ways to turn rough thoughts into clean content. No heavy setup, no bouncing between apps, just clear, practical help so you can move your ideas forward with less overwhelm. If that sounds useful, you can grab it for free. The link is waiting for you in the description. Check it out and use it to make your next launch or even your first one feel way easier.